hang on. Okay.
That was the best intro ever.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to That Horror Couple, and happy Friday the 13th. I'm Kaylee.
My name's Rob.
We're hanging out like a bunch of Camp Crystal Lake campers, and we thought it would be fun to revisit Friday the 13th.
Does that mean we're gonna get it on?
We'll see.
I'm gonna wind
We
up.
better not, because Jason's gonna like kill us in a sleeping bag.
Yeah, I'm gonna wind up like that guy that's just wheelchair backwards down the
No!
stairs. He never got it. That guy should have scored.
I know, I
don't
loved
know.
him.
In part two, they should have let that guy score.
They should
I have
have,
no
yes.
idea. That horror couple. That horror couple. That horror couple. That horror couple. And they talk about horror.
Like and subscribe.
But today, we're talking about the OG.
The OG 1980s Friday the 13th.
Dude, the film that started it all.
Yes.
When you talk about slasher films, I always say Halloween was the blueprint.
Yes.
But I feel like Sean S. Cunningham, he saw Halloween and he was like, yo,
Let's do this outside.
let's not, yeah. But he was like, let's not do the suspense thing.
Yeah.
Let's like show more gore.
Boobs.
Let's show the boobs. Oh, by the way, Sean S. Cunningham, he started off doing pornos.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Like-
yeah, true.
No, he wasn't in them. I
No.
don't think.
I mean, he like directed them, right?
Yeah, I don't think he was doing the
It was like
humping.
softcore, I think. Yeah. Mhm.
But that doesn't sound like a porn star. Sean S. Cunningham.
Yeah, that's true.
It could be a porn star. No, but I think he did like adult films, and then he
I
did
think
like.
so. I remember doing the research for
but
this
then he did,
movie.
But then he did like family-friendly films. Like
that's true.
He jumped around in the beginning, right?
Yeah.
And those films, they didn't make that much money, so he's like, "Yo, Halloween's making money."
Let's do something like that.
He thought the title Friday 13th. He put it up on a poster, and then like people called him up like interested in in his new project. So
Yeah.
I think he just went with it, dude.
And
like,
we have an entire franchise now because of that man's brain.
Exactly. Dude, it's still going on. And
Yeah.
like, dude, but like this one, the OG is like, it stands out to me.
Still a favorite. I
It's
love
like,
it.
The way Halloween 3 is in the franchise of Halloween, the OG Friday is like, it stands out.
It's on a pedestal for
because
sure.
after the sequels, it was like the guy in the especially after 3, there was like the guy in the hockey mask.
Yeah.
Jason killing people. This one's special in the sense that it's POV, like, mystery.
Yes.
We don't even know who the killer is.
Yeah.
We just know like there's a backstory of this boy that drowned at a lake, and the lake and the camp was shut down. They're reopening the camp, and of course the people are dying off now. I feel like this is definitely different than the average Friday 13th films that came later.
I think so, yeah.
It had the same formula as Halloween almost.
Yeah.
Like you said, just outside.
Yeah, I love the
The cast is great.
I love the cast. I love our final girl, Alice, Adrienne King. She's awesome.
Oh yeah. No, Kevin Bacon, dude. Before he was like a big star.
Oh,
he,
yeah.
He was kicking ass. He kicked ass in this film.
He was humping in bunk beds.
No, he was smoking joints in
Yeah,
bunk beds. He was,
that's true.
He was banging that Marcy chick.
That is true, yeah.
That's her name,
He
right?
was-
Marcy?
Yeah, Marcy. I like the bathroom scene with Marcy is like really cool with the special effects with the axe to the face, Tom
yeah.
Savini, yeah.
Oh no, yeah, and this is definitely like Tom Savini style. Like I think Cunningham was like, yo, we need that guy from Dawn of the Dead. Also, what came later is that guy with the gun for the cock in
Yeah.
what is that, Dusk Till Dawn?
Yeah.
No, Savini's a genius though. Like you see all the stuff he's done, and like from Dawn of the Dead, Friday 13th, The Burning. I mean, he uses practical effect, and he definitely brought that in this film.
I agree.
Plus, the guy's got like jacked up muscles at like 80 years old.
I remember years ago we were looking for a picture of him for one of our episodes, and I typed in Tom Savini. It was just him shirtless with like a birthday cake, and he was really buff.
Dude,
Yeah.
the guy puts me to shame, and the guy's like he's like a tough grandpa.
Yeah.
Holy crap. But I don't know if this guy's the manager or the owner or the supervisor, but he seems like older than these guys. The Christie guy.
Mr. Christie.
And he's trying to bang Alice.
Yeah, I guess it's not weird if she's like, I don't know how old they're supposed to be, if they're supposed to be in their like early to mid 20s. Like, I don't know how old he's supposed to be, but I mean, it's still kind of weird.
Yeah, he's just like walking around shirtless, like showing off his chest hair, and he's like, hello.
See anything you like, Alice?
Yeah, he's like, you drew me, but you did not draw me sexy enough in your sketch pad, Alice.
I want you to draw me like one of your French girls.
French girls?
It's from Titanic.
What the fuck? Wrong
When
movie.
he drew her. We're talking about drawing.
That's on a boat.
Yeah.
On a boat,
Camp
motherfucker.
Crystal Lake.
Boat. On a boat.
Hey, Jason was on a boat in Takes Manhattan.
He
so
was.
There you
That-
go.
that's
There's a crossover.
That's a whole nother video.
There it is.
what turned out to be, I guess, silly at the time, but it turned out to be kind of legendary looking back on it. The character of Crazy Ralph.
Yeah, I like Crazy Ralph too. You're all doomed.
Dude, legendary tale. I mean, legendary character, and like he kind of spread the folklore of Jason.
Yeah,
and that's what I like about this film is like Jason was kind of like a campfire,
a haunted legend.
Yeah, he was like a campfire tale. It's in a way, to me, it's a little more scary than actually seeing him.
Yeah, that is true. It's like the shark in Jaws. It's scarier when you don't see what he
if
looks
you're like, this is supposedly the story, and like people are like, you think it's real? Like,
yeah.
Like to me, that's very scary. Also, what about that actress? I think her name was Annie.
Annie.
She was supposed to be the cook. She shows up and she's like, I'm gonna go to Camp Crystal Lake, and like everybody's
she's so
like,
peppy. I love her like positive attitude though.
Now, does she not know about the history of Crystal Lake, or she just doesn't care?
I guess it's both. I think she didn't know, and then when Amos told her, the truck driver, she was just like, okay, you're crazy. Like, she didn't care.
Amos gives her a ride, but not before groping her booty.
That's true. That was really awkward. I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess he saw something he liked. I don't know.
No, he's like, let me help you up with that. Yeah.
Ew. No.
Now, were we supposed to be led to believe that like Crazy Ralph is the killer?
Maybe at first, yeah, because he's like very suspicious and weird. He's like the town outcast, the town drunk. Yeah, like I think we're made to believe that he has something to do with it at first.
Yeah, and that cop keeps showing up like, we ain't gonna stand for any funny business.
Yeah.
He's like, we ain't gonna stand for any funny business. They got that guy Ted, like Ned.
Yeah, Ned.
Ned, he's just running around like an
Indian outfit.
Yeah, he's like, oh. That was pretty funny.
That was great.
I also like the cabin.
The camp.
Especially when it's raining.
Yes, it's like super summery.
When Jack Kevin Bacon said it's gonna tear down that veil like a son of a gun. It's gonna storm.
Yeah.
I feel like when they were all in their cabins playing Strip Monopoly and doing, I never heard of Strip Monopoly, but that's
me neither.
I'm definitely down. And that guy Bill had two chicks like playing.
He did have two chicks with him.
He had Brenda and Alice just like
hanging out with him.
Yeah.
Like, you want us to strip?
Dude, let's play.
Yeah.
Didn't they cut it short too because the rain or something?
Yeah, I think they called it a night like pretty early on. I don't know.
Yeah, Bill's like, I didn't even see any titties.
Brenda was me. She wanted to go back to her cabin by herself and read her book by herself. Yeah.
Yeah, and I just wanted to see the titties like on Strip Monopoly.
Yeah.
I'm Bill.
And the kills in this movie, the practical effects we mentioned earlier, they are just so awesome. The ones that we do get to see, even when it is the aftermath, just the practical effects, the lengths they went to make it look like very real. I love that in this movie. It still holds up to this day because the effects are practical. I think they look amazing.
And there's so many documentaries on this film. This film is a classic. It's been talked about to death. So when you watch the documentaries, you see how like the gore was made, the blood was made. You see that Kevin Bacon tube throat death. Where
yes, that iconic.
Tom Savini had to blow through the tube, and that's why it bubbled out. Like
it's iconic. So good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
The twist at the end is crazy though. We find out that of course the killer is Betsy Palmer, and at the time she was like a wholesome actress, right?
Yeah, she was.
So
So this was a very different role for her.
Yeah, so for her to be in this was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I actually met her and she was so sweet to me and like such a nice lady.
Aww.
And I asked her, she saw my Friday 13th poster and I had a bunch of other Jasons on it, and she goes, I never saw the sequels. Like she just, all she cares about is like the one she was in.
Yeah.
She's literally like, screw the sequels. And she was such a sweetheart. Gave everybody a hug she met. She was such a sweet lady. But she played a kick-ass killer.
I loved her as the killer in this,
And so we find out that like it's Jason's mother. They're opening up the camp again, and she's like, you guys ain't opening up this camp. And she puts an end to it. Dude.
Yeah. So the backstory is pretty cool on top of her being the killer. I love the surprise at the end.
How about at the end though, where she comes clean to Alice about all this? She's like, he should have been watched.
Yeah.
She felt the need to explain to Alice, but everybody else just had to die.
I guess. I don't know.
Maybe Alice was the last one.
I guess because she's the last one, she had to explain her story.
Well, no, she even killed Bill Christie.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, because he's trying to open the camp up. Yeah, she blames him and his family.
It was sort of off camera though. He was like, ooh!
Yeah. It's an awkward kill scene. Yeah.
Yeah, hell of a kill. How about when she's like, Jason should have been watched every minute?
I love her speech. I think it's cool.
But like Alice is just like, motherfucker, I didn't know your son.
Yeah, I know. She did not. She's like, I don't understand what this crazy lady is doing.
Why wasn't she mad at like the staff that let him drown? This is a whole new staff.
I guess because she's not. I think she has some mental health issues because she thinks she's talking to Jason. While she's talking to Alice, like she starts speaking in a little boy's voice. Yeah.
Get her, mommy.
Yeah.
Get her.
So I think she thinks Jason's like living inside of her now. So I think she's lost it.
We got the Harriman Fedini soundtrack.
I love, Harry Manfredini. He's awesome.
Everything about this is just kicking ass.
It's so good.
9 out of 10. Also, another thing that I noticed is like she took out everybody in this film.
Yeah.
Mrs. Voorhees, and including the guys, but she struggled with Alice.
Yeah.
You notice that?
Well, maybe she's tired from, like, going up against everyone else. Maybe she's just tired.
I always thought, like, Alice knew karate or something.
Maybe it was just adrenaline. I don't know. Yeah.
No, there was one scene where Alice, like, square hit her in the vagina with something.
Yeah, she's like, oh, yeah.
She took out like a fire poker.
I know.
And just like totally vagina speared her.
Oh.
Especially keep in mind, this is the year 1980. We get a killer decapitation scene.
True, yes.
Like the whole like, like dude. Killer slow-mo decapitation scene.
I like the practical effects.
We don't even get stuff. Like even today, I don't think we get decapitation scenes that look that good.
No.
Like for over 40 plus years ago, that was pretty sick.
I think so too. I loved it. I think the ending is great. I love the ending too, where she's on the peaceful lake and the really peaceful music is playing, and Jason jumps out of the water. Yeah. It's cool. I love it.
They ripped off Carrie.
They did. I like Carrie too, but I for some reason I like Friday the 13th like more. But
was it Savini that thought of that? Because he's like, I just saw Carrie.
I can't exactly remember.
I remember it was somebody. They said I just saw Carrie, and at the end of where she comes out of the grave,
Yeah.
Carrie. They wanted to imitate it. So I don't know if it was meant to be set. I don't think it was meant to be set up for a sequel. I think it was supposed to be a dream sequence.
Yeah, I think so too. But it worked. I love the movie in its whole entirety. I think it's a slasher masterpiece.
Does it make sense if Jason was alive though?
I guess they just it's movie magic. They can do whatever they want.
Well, if you look at the end of it, there's like people said there's like oxygen bubbles coming up, and you see like Jason underwater. Dude, I'm like, so he was just chilling these years, and like he let his mom do all this killing, and he was just hanging out watching.
I guess he was living in the woods. I'd have no idea.
And like Mrs. Voorhees had no idea where Jason was. I mean, wouldn't you try to find his mom? It makes me.
You would think so, but I don't know. I guess that's probably the people that didn't want to make a sequel were probably saying the same things you were. Yeah.
No, they didn't think us nerds would be around 40 years later picking this thing apart.
Yeah.
Like, well, here I am.
Here we are.
On YouTube.
Yeah.
That horror couple.
So as far as final thoughts of the film, I'm gonna give Friday the 13th a 9.5 out of 10. It is a perfect slasher film in my opinion. I love it. I still enjoy rewatching it all the time. Don't get sick of rewatching this one. So yeah, 9.5 out of 10 for me.
Yeah, I'm with you. It's got to be a 9.5, maybe 10. It's perfect.
I think so too.
I love it, and without this film, where would horror be? I don't know.
We wouldn't have all these awesome sequels in this franchise.
It's important. It's like just as important as Halloween was or Psycho was. It set the blueprint for like the slasher movie of like the 1980s.
Yes, I think so too.
You know what I mean? I feel like there were slashers, and then there was Friday the 13th, and then everybody in the 80s copied Friday the 13th. I feel like it was like, okay, let's do that, and that's what they did basically. If you look at all the holiday horror that came out,
that's true.
They did a Christmas one. They did a New Year's Eve
Valentine's
one.
Day.
They did a Valentine's Day
April
one.
Fool's Day.
So basically, they just went to the calendar. They're like, well, someone bought a Friday 13th. Let's do April Fool's Day.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean?
It works because we get all these awesome slashers after this, and I love that time period. We both do. Some of our favorite films are in that period of time.
Well, the reason why I like Friday 13th series is because I fell in love with the original. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this film's awesome, amazing.
We love it.
What's the word? Classic? Gem?
It's a classic. It's a cult classic. Yeah.
Definitely.
So make sure you guys are checking out Friday the 13th this weekend. It's Friday the 13th. We're gonna be marathoning some Jason, of course. What's your favorite Friday the 13th film? Let us know down in the comments. Do you love the original? Do you not? Make sure you're hitting the bell to be notified when we drop all of our new horror movie reviews, horror movie trailer breakdowns, Walking Dead episodes, because Daryl comes back at the end of this month, and you best believe we will be covering it every week. So make sure you are hitting that bell to be notified when we drop those episodes. Make sure you're liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. If you're interested, we also have a Spreadshop store. It is on our YouTube page. You click the listings for products, it'll take you right to Spreadshop. We have hats, mugs, shirts, that kind of thing. So if you're into that, stickers, make sure you're checking it out. Thank you guys so much for all of your support. Please make sure you're hitting the subscribe button. It means more to us than you know. And we hope you guys have a wonderful Friday the 13th. Once again, I'm Kaylee.
Rob.
And we'll see you guys soon.
Peace out.